In this video, we are going to continue our discussion related to file-related errors and exceptions. And so this time we can examine what happens when we try to read the information from the file and what to expect from what type of errors to expect when we're reading the information. So this is also all familiar looking part of code, which loads the context dictionary example back into memory. And this time I don't have a portion that writes information to the file, and it just simply loads the information. So we already have a file we added in our previous video. We demonstrated that we added the read-only attribute. Okay, very good. And we'll just simply going to run this program, and it will try to read information from the file and compare it with this hard-coded contacts and make sure that everything loads correctly. Okay, so I'm just going to clear my screen and write this video 11.3 file read errors sample. Everything looks good. So everything gets loaded, and when we compare the original contacts with the contacts that was loaded from a file, everything looks good. So then let's just think about the problems that could exist to be associated with file reading. First type of error, file not found, right? So the file could, like, it could be an incorrect path, or file is simply missing. The file was deleted or has never existed there in the first place. It could be also incorrect file name, right? Misspelled file name, whatever. There could be many ways that we just simply cannot open the file because the user is unable to provide information where is it located, or what is the correct file name. So that results in a file not found error. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is we have our directory here. I'm just going to press Shift Delete, and this will permanently delete the file. I'm going to say yes, I'm going to delete this. Okay, so it gets deleted. So this time I try to read again the same program, and you can see that we get file not found error. This time the error number that was reported to us is error number 2, no such file or directory contacts. Okay, so that's again, this is the new type of exception, and this is what we get. So let's just run the first program, which was creating the file, so that we will recreate the file. I'm just going to drag and drop it here to run this code. Okay, so this is our first demo. It simply creates the file. Okay, so file gets created. So the file should be back again, all available. And so this time, another type of error could be that there may be something got corrupted inside the file, never written correctly in the first place, or somebody, like, even maliciously tried to change something in the file to disrupt the normal operation. So we need to be proactively paying attention to, like, issues with data types, like numbers, strings, all sorts of encoding in the file. So there may be many things related to the actual format. So for example, if we try to convert index, we're trying to collect the index, and for some reason, I mean, we're expecting numerical index. That's just by design. This is what we're expecting. But if it's not a numerical index, and here, right, I can just change this index to something that looks like this, right? X 1012. Okay, so this is no longer a numerical format. We'll try to execute this. Okay, so this time what we get is oh, it's the writing, right? So I need to close this and open it again. So I need to run in the different program and change it again. Okay, so I changed this. I just unexpectedly overridden it. Let's just run our read, right? Read file errors. Okay, so here we go. So this time, what happened was exactly here when we try to convert the information from a file to an integer, we were unable to do this, and int construction of an integer throws this value error. And this is the different type of exception. It says value error invalid literal for int with base 10 x 10 12. That's exactly what I placed in my context. You can see how useful this exception mechanism is, because it just collects all this relevant information, and the exception object that we're able to catch is right there. So it will allow us to analyze what happened, and we can attempt to recover from this error, or we can just exit gracefully, hopefully log this information, preserve it for future work on this issue, and just gracefully end the program.